You're being videotaped now. You ever want to be a cameraman? Here, take that.
What do you want me to do?
Now you're a cameraman. Whatever you look through there is what you're videotaping.
Uh,
Now you're almost like a Hollywood producer almost. You're almost like a Hollywood producer almost. Here, ask me some questions. Ask me some questions for Beanard, for me to answer.
you try to get me to talk on this.
But you're already talking on it. You just did. It's okay. You like the attention anyway.
Okay. If Bina was here right now, what would you have to say to her?
Well, I'd say thanks for being here, Beaner, but that don't help with her book story.
Huh?
I'd just say thanks for being here, Beaner. I probably wouldn't be making a video if Beaner was here right now. I'd be making her do the interview. I'd be like, here you go, Bean. Let's sit down. Let's get this book idea down. What you want to know. I also think Beaner thought that asks you a lot of questions to go, but it only asks you about 12. And they're even kind of off the wall questions in that book, like tell us your favorite 4th of July or something. Something strange I read in there. It's like, I don't know that I have a favorite 4th of July. I don't know if I have a favorite anything.
What's that red light flashing?
Where? Turn it around, let me see. Oh, that's just telling you that you're recording, that the camera's on and you're recording. And that's how up of the numbers is how long you've been recording. Freezing.
Well, what would you do if you was in Mousetown now at the age of 17?
What would I do if I
What
was
would you
back?
be doing?
If I was back at 17? Probably running around somewhere naked. That is the most honest question the answer I could give. 17 in Mousetown, and probably running around somewhere in one of them rooms naked or in the woods somewhere.
Right now, you look like Michael or V, because it just can't see your jaws up here. It's just heavy right through there.
I'm ready to grow it all out across my whole face. Like I said, I'm melting again. I'm melting. Hey Marvin, I turned that on and it was in portrait mode, and I thought you were looking over my shoulder and it was me looking in the camera.
I ain't the only one that's losing it.
I never had anything in the first place. You know what? I'll tell Beaner, one of that books in there, it says, what is one of your first memories? Which that's really hard to think of when you think of one of your first memories. But my first memory that I can recall is seeing that Shadow Man. Seeing him up there in that house. And I remember the day we moved from the little greenhouse to the not the Frank Mouse house, but to the Lambert house. And I remember that night, like I said, I remember I was laying there between you and Mom on that. I thought it was wasn't it a fold out gray couch? Was it gray or green?
It was something other,
It doesn't fold it out.
hider bed or something.
Yeah. And it was gray, right? I remember laying there between you and up in the front there from that corner room, I heard somebody start walking around. And I just kind of stayed under the covers, and it walked around and through the living room and come in and sat down on the foot of the bed, and I peeked to see who it was, and that's when I saw that shadow man with the cape and the hat and the whole kind of 1880s look on him, and it terrified me so bad. Like I said, you think about it, I'm laying there between you and Mom, and it terrified me so much that I couldn't scream. I couldn't be like, Dad, get up. You know, it totally paralyzed me. Just couldn't move, and I remember pulling the shades back over my head and just praying it'll go away, it'll go away, it'll go away, it'll go away. And I guess I fell asleep doing that. So that's my first memory. Yay, welcome to the world, Mitchell.
The little brown house.
The little brown house, you know, the little mouse town house.
Don't
But
you-
I do slightly remember things about the little greenhouse, like the curtains. Come to think of it, this kind of just reminds me of the little greenhouse.
Yeah,
I
only,
tried to come around a full
only
circle.
we
ain't I?
divided the bedroom from the living room with a big curtain.
But now you got to think, Michael wasn't born yet, and I wasn't in school yet. So that had to be around 68, 69, because I'd been about 4 years old.
One of you kids was born in '69.
But that was Michael.
Michael, that's
why
what
I said I'd had to be about 4 because Michael hadn't come along yet. So.
Yeah, but you ought to remember the little brown house and that tornado went through. Your mom sitting there with you in her lap,
Yeah,
hollering, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
I remember that. Remember that? Well, I'm pretty sure I remember. Like I said, these are such early memories that it's hard to figure out what your mind created and what really happened. But I'm telling you, I remember sitting in her lap and her rocking and saying, Jesus, 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 and
What's this here, Melissa 30?
oh, she might be calling.
Incoming call, yeah, it says that.
I'll just call her back here in a second. Let me stop the film.